Hello guys, we are today with Richard, who got top 8 at the
Munich.
Regional, and now he wants to show us deck profile, his Tearelements deck.
Okay, so I run 6-1-1 with Tearelements and a lot of Bestials and Ishizu cards. I played versus 4 Tearelements, 1 Sprite, 1 Kashtira Adventure and 2 Bestial branded. Yep. So 4 mirror matches, so you had to be prepared for the mirror match. First of all, the Tearelements cards, 2 Reinhardt, 3 Chiron, 3 Harkness, 3 Merlin. Nothing surprising there. 2 Reinhardt since he's the inferior normal sum in comparison to Merlin. Next up is the Ishizu card, 6 Shufflers, and that was our idea for today, 6 Millers. With those Millers we can even push through an Adistrella in the mirror match, since we can start with Agido and just climb up with our monsters. Agido rebounds the Shuffler, then we do have the Shuffler alive, since we can banish them from the field to stop their effects. And also versus everything that's not Tearelements, you will just get easy wins since you can mill 10 and cripple the engine. Also our extra deck is tailored towards this. Then we went for 7 Bestials. The other option is to like swap those 8 Agidos for the second and third copy of Saronir. But in this case we just went for the 1 Saronir to save space in the deck, since we are already at 42 cards. And yeah, you know, just use them at the right time in the mirror match. Usually don't do it on the first summon. That's all for the monster cards. Then 4 for the Rhino, 1 Scream, 1 Instant Fusion, and for the power spells we went for 2 triple tactics talents, since it's one of the cards in the mirror match which allows you to break their boards. And also 2 copies of Pot of Desires, just to generate further card advantage and to push for more for extenders, for example, special summon those guys for more level 4 bodies, or a Chiron if you need it. Last 2 cards in the decks are 2 copies of Saliek. No crime in the main deck, since game 1 we need the maximum flexibility in order in the mills, so every mill has to be good game 1. After game 1 we can adjust our main deck and side in the 1 crime if we go first. Then extra deck next. Fusions first. 1 Kit Colors, 1 Rule Colors, 1 Kaleido Heart. At the current state of the format, 1 Kit Colors is more than enough, except if you play against decks with a lot of Kashtira Fenrir. This will change, of course, if Fortune Hypernova releases. The other fusions, Mud Dragon, Garura and Traversopelia, just have maximum flexibility and be able to endlessly recycle your fusions. Now the X-Link monsters, 1 Dark, just to steal all the Magna moves from the opponent's graveyard or whatever you need from them. 1 Sprint to push through interruptions and mill Merlin. 1 Elf. This actually comes, we do not summon this card as often, but it is really helpful to secure your boards with, for example, Baguska, which is one of our main Xyz monsters. And most of the decks really cannot out a Baguska under Elf. Well, they can summon Druids from, fine, that's the usual out, but they can't target Baguska. So they really have to waste a lot of stuff to even be able to beat the Baguska. And if you build your plays accordingly, you have either a Rule Colors that is alive after the Baguska is negated, or you have Beatrice that is alive to just summon whatever you want. Beatrice is the next extra Xyz monster. She's just one of the most versatile cards in the game. Always somewhere with Dark, steal a Bestial from the opponent, plus one of your own Bestials, or Garura. She allows you to add the missing puzzle piece to your end board, or just to push through interruptions. Then one Abyss Dweller. Yeah, for the mirror match, you know, block the graveyard, good stuff. One Redoer. This also comes up to just trigger your Shiren. So it's basically another extender. Since we have so many level 4 bodies, we can use the Shiren on the field and overlay for Redoer to get your next fusion summon. The last two cards in the extra decks are Evilstorm, Exiton Knight, and Zeus. A lot of level 4 bodies, so you can just do Zeus 1, Zeus 2. And even also with the Dark Ruler no more in the sideboard, you can just Dark Ruler, Exiton, Nuke, attack for 0 damage, Zeus, as they won't be able to recover from this. Sideboard. 3 cards versus Florandaries or some Triplegate stuff. 1 card, since I am one of the guys who is in the petition to support volcanics. We need new volcanic support. 1 Tearelements Heartbeats to have at least some form of backdoor removal in the deck. 1 Tearelements Prime for going first to secure your Baguska or Dweller boards even more. 3 Dark Ruler no more. Those are for Sprite, Florandaries and stuff like this. Yeah, and then you follow up with this and this. Now, for the mirror match, you actually side in 3 copies of Infinite Impermanence and always use this on Kid Colors. They will most likely not have any good plays anymore, so they will. I had some opponents that just passed on Kid Colors after I impermed it. Also, 3 copies of Ash Blossom. This card was one of the MVPs today. You can use it against basically everything. For the future, I would like to main this card actually. We have to see how the format plays out for the 3 more weeks until Fortunate Nova releases. Ash Blossom on Tearelements Shiren, for example, is a crucial play. At the current state of the deck, Shiren is your only real extender, so if you Ash Blossom on Shiren, that's already like 2 fusions unstopped in its own. Okay, by the way, shout out to Tom Menzel for the tip of the Ash Blossoms.
Any last shout outs?
Another shout out to the Earth Machine Discord. Shout out to Next Gen Gaming.
Yuha.
Shout out to Kai for driving us there.
To the Yuha.
Shout out to Yuha. Yeah, that's it.
Thanks.